Hi, I'm Andrea Hylen, founder of The Incubator, an online co-working space for women creatives, and I am a member of On Purpose Woman Global Community. And today I'm in the role of host. So, welcome to today's Connections Over Coffee gathering with the On Purpose Woman Global Community. I'm so glad you're here. I know that this is a recording that you are watching on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, and I'd love to have you share the recording of our inspiring and insightful speaker today with others. So, today our speaker is Joan D'Argo. The topic, Meet Your Wise Woman Within. A little description is that Joan will guide women to meet their wise woman within and share why letting her take the lead, ideally all the time, transforms their life in the most magical and soul satisfying ways. Joan D'Argo is an intuitive soul coach and founder and CEO of Dare to Shine Coaching. Through private mentoring and group coaching, she helps spiritual entrepreneurs and women in life transitions meet and merge with their wise woman within so she can take the lead, ideally all the time. And you can find her at joandargo.com. You'll see that in the show description here. And Joan, I'm now going to turn it over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea. And again, it just feels so good to be in this meeting with everyone. It's just very warm and very, very welcoming. And Andrea, I forget how long I have to go till.
Oh, 20, 25 minutes to the top
Okay,
of the hour, and then
okay, great.
for some
So,
questions or sharing.
okay, great. So I really want to share, save some time to guide us to do a really short guided meditation. I want to guide you to meet your wise woman within. So I'll make sure that I save some time there at the end. Yeah. So I don't know about you. I was sharing this in the small group that we had just a little bit earlier. But growing up, I was never told that I was born with an infinite well of divinely guided wisdom. That was not part of my educational curriculum, and I bet it wasn't part of yours either. But the truth is that there is this unbroken, everlasting stream of divine source energy and wisdom that flows through each one of us. And in fact, that divine wisdom is us. And one aspect of that divine source energy is what I call the wise woman within. And she is the divine feminine embodiment of our soul. And there's no one. She is wiser than any spiritual teacher, any healer, or any ascended master. And she is the accumulation of your wisdom from all of your lifetimes. So she knows who you are, she knows why you're here, and she knows what will bring you the greatest good. And as your personal North Star, she is always ready to guide us to our highest good. But instead of being some like far away, distant star in the night sky, she is the bright light, the star that is within you. She is ever present and always there. You ask, she answers. And when we let her take the lead, ideally all the time, we are divinely guided. She's like our higher self. So when we begin to let her take the lead, it's like we start confidently trusting, like in our next step. The fear, the doubt, and the insecurity that I know that I was plagued with. Doubt was one of the biggest issues that I've had to overcome. I think I signed up to get a PhD in confidence in this lifetime. So the opposite of that is like, really, okay, what does it mean to be filled with doubt? So I really understand that. And so what I've noticed when I've begun to let her take the lead, and it's a process, it's never ending. I have so much more confidence in who I am. My creations, my offerings are created first and foremost to bring me joy. And when they fill me up, then I can offer them to others with this sense of like, this fills me up so much. I can't wait to share it with others. Um, I stop pushing the river. You know how it feels when we're just like pushing the river and it's like, okay, we're getting really drained, we're getting really burnt out. Well, that's a thing of the past. And so letting her take the lead means more than us following those hunches or knowing who's calling when the phone rings. Those are all really great signs that our intuition is humming along just fine. And it's also even more than having one of those, those really delicious experiences that I think we've all felt at one time or another where we just like everything feels effortless, it feels easy, and we're filled with grace. And so these are sure signs that, we're filled up with the divine feminine. So that it's even more than that, though. It's really the complete embodiment of, of the divine feminine, that wise woman within. And so that anytime that we might have a question, we go back to her. So what happens when we begin to say, okay, you're in charge here, we begin to see through her eyes. Our voice and hers are in sync. We have this much bigger perspective of the world that can really guide us. And the thing to know about the divine feminine, the wise woman within, is that she is us, she is you vibrating at a different frequency. And she's been waiting lifetimes for us to actually merge with her. And what's happening right now, I don't know if you're witnessing this or seeing this, across the world, but the divine feminine, the divine wise woman, she is rising up and she will no longer be silenced. And so, we were talking about, what has been baked into the cake in the past through generations, through ancestors, is that we've been taught to be silent. We've been taught to not express like who we really are. We've been taught to be silenced. We've been taught to not trust the wisdom, the guidance that we were born with. We've been taught to second guess that. And what's happening is that the divine feminine is rising up right now, and she will not be silenced. And what we're seeing across the world, it may not appear like if we look at it just from the surface, because the patriarchy, the distorted patriarchy is really hanging on, it's clawing on for its existence, right? But she will not be stopped now. And the beauty of what this is that there is this divine feminine, there also is this divine masculine. And at one time long ago, in a golden age, the divine feminine and the divine masculine were in this really beautiful divine dance with the divine feminine leading. And what we are coming back to now is that she is ready to really step forward with the divine masculine actually supporting her. So you can think of it like this. If you think of the divine feminine as the river that flows, the divine masculine is the banks that hold that river. So the divine feminine is this unbridled creativity. And what I've noticed as I've begun to really check in with her and let her take the lead, my creativity is soaring. And I'm really trusting in my creations and not second guessing it. And so as these creations come forward, I'm inviting the divine masculine to hold them and to really support me as these creations come forward. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to share with this. So yes, one other thing, and then I'll guide you into meeting your wise woman within, is that one of the precepts of this is that we talked about this in our small groups, is that we are sacred just because we exist. And part of that is remembering is that because we are human, we are also divine. And yeah, we are human, we are also divine. And that can sound really foreign to us, right? We are divine just because, right? But we are an emanation of divine source energy. So we have that within us. And it's sometimes you can compare it to like a caterpillar and a butterfly. Okay, so sometimes, we think that, we are just destined to be caterpillars, right? And some of us are in the chrysalis stage and where everything is breaking it down into mush. And it can really feel that way sometimes, especially if we're on that leading edge of growth that a lot of us are in right now. And but by bravely diving into that mush, we begin to dissolve everything that no longer serves us, and we can remember what we've long forgotten. That encoded within us is our ability to grow these wings and fly, right? So that we are encoded into the caterpillar is the DNA to fly, right? And so that is the remembering that we are divine, spiritual light beings, divine co-creative wise woman that can co-create the world and the life that we really desire. So I have to pause just for a second because I forgot to plug my computer in. It's right there. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm wondering if I could go ahead and guide you now to meet your wise woman within. Does that sound good? Okay, all right. So good. So just as we begin this, just go ahead and take some slow, deep, smooth, and gentle breaths. And as we breathe in, know that we are breathing in the breath of the trees and the plants. And as we exhale, sending so much gratitude for their gift of life. Breathing in and breathing out. And go ahead and set an intention to meet your wise woman within, the divine feminine embodiment of your soul. And so inside you flows an unbroken, everlasting stream of divine source energy. And one aspect of this is your wise woman within. She has been waiting lifetimes to merge with you, and it just so happens that the times are now ripe to dissolve the perceived separation between you and her and restore this sacred union. And the journey begins with you meeting her and inviting her home. Because there is a place inside of you, a holy altar, where she is most at home. Together, you will find it. So as we're breathing in and out, take a nice inhale and let your belly expand like a Buddha belly. And as you exhale, let it float gently back toward your spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Inviting our hearts to breathe in unison with our breath. Now, with your very creative imagination, imagine a brilliant star. It's about a foot above your head. And imagine, sense, feel the sparkling luminescence of this star. And if you feel like you're making it up, that's great. This star is breathtaking. And this is your soul star. And inside this star is the divine feminine aspect of your soul. The times are ripe for you and her to merge. She awaits your permission. And so if you're ready, just tell her, I'm ready. I'm ready. And as you say these two words, the star begins to move like a beautiful slow motion shooting star descending down through your crown. Slowly, deeply down into your body with the utmost love and so much reverence. And with every breath, she moves more deeply within you. Take your time. Breathe deeply. Where is this holy place within you that she will call home? Is it your heart, your solar plexus, your womb? Breathing in and out, trust this process as she continues to move more deeply within you. And I'm going to count now from 5 to 1. And as I count, continue to allow your breath to be easy and gentle. And when I am done counting, if you have not already, together you will have found that sacred place within you where she is most at home. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you feel like it, gently place your hand on your body where she is most at home and connect with her. Welcome her home. Simply breathe with her. She may appear to you in a certain way. Does she take a form? Trust whatever you are receiving. pause a moment and see if she has a message for you. Again, she is you vibrating at a different frequency. Trust whatever comes to you. What does this frequency of hers feel like within you? How does your body respond? What do you notice? She may even have a name. This homecoming is the beginning of a relationship unlike any in your life. The goal is to fully merge with her and let her take the lead. And as you do this, you'll notice you carry yourself more confidently. Profound self-trust is a given. And you find it's easy to trust your intuition and channel your creative energy and joyfully live the life you've always wanted. And the more you connect to her, the more you embody her. And eventually you begin to notice her frequency is your frequency. Your heart and hers begin to beat as one. You see the world through her eyes. Your voices are in sync, and the perceived separation between you and her, it just dissolves. The way of the wise woman is a way to remember this truth, a way to honor your innate divinity and embody it. We are divine wise women, capable of co-creating the life we desire. We are sacred, you are sacred. Just because you exist, you are the gift. Now finally, become very still. She has a gift for you. Invite yourself to open and receive this gift. Trust whatever you receive. It could even be the gift of silence. And taking all the time that you need, whenever you're ready, slowly and surely coming back into this present moment. And Mia, we are holding you in so much love, so much love.
We'll just take a moment to kind of finish the recording, and then we'll go into our group to talk more. Joan, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your heart with us today. That was so beautiful and so touching, as you can feel and see. Let's just take a moment to show some love to Joan. If you want to, you say hello or, say thank you to her. Yes, blowing kisses, and thank you so much. Mwah.
Right back at you, all that love.
And to everyone who's listening, just thank you for being part of this vibrant, supportive, and purpose-filled community. If you'd like to learn more about how to get involved in our Zoom or in-person gatherings or explore On Purpose Woman magazine, just head over to the link that's on the show page, opwgc.com. We'd love to connect with you again soon. And until next time, stay inspired, stay authentic, and stay connected. And thank you all.